Episode 8, Kinderscout, The People's Mountain. The air was damp with the smell of heather and rain as Uphill stood at the edge of the Peak District. Before him stretched wide rolling moorlands, wild, open, and windswept. Kinderscout wasn't the tallest peak he'd faced, but there was something different about it. Something that hummed beneath the earth. An old man in a flat cap passed him on the trail, carrying a walking stick carved from ash. "Heading up, lad?" he asked. "Yes, sir, the summit." The old man smiled. "Then you're walking in the footsteps of giants. Not the kind made of stone, but the kind made of courage." Uphill frowned slightly. "What do you mean?" The man pointed toward the moors. "Once, long ago, people weren't allowed to walk here. The land was closed off, but one day a group of ramblers came anyway. Peaceful, determined. They climbed Kinderscout for everyone, and the world changed because of it." He tapped his stick and nodded. "Remember that when the wind gets hard." The climb began gently, a winding path through fields and ferns. Soon the land opened into wild moor. No clear trail, just open sky and endless heather. The wind picked up, sharp and strong, tugging at his jacket. He moved carefully across the boggy ground, sometimes sinking knee-deep in peat, sometimes balancing on stones slick with rain. Every step felt uncertain, yet free. At one point he stopped near a small waterfall spilling over dark rock. Kinder Downfall. The wind caught the water and hurled it upward, turning it into silver mist that danced in the air. Uphill laughed aloud. "You're climbing too, eh?" The higher he went, the more he thought about what the old man had said. How people had once stood here not to conquer the mountain, but to claim their right to walk it, to breathe the open air. He reached the plateau, the ground soft and spongy beneath his boots. The sky a shifting patchwork of sun and storm. At the summit cairn there was no grand view, just a vast untamed beauty stretching forever. Uphill stood still, letting the wind whip around him. He raised his arms wide and whispered, "For everyone." He felt the weight of all his climbs, when the solitude, the challenge, the quiet peace, blending into something bigger. Not just his journey anymore, but everyone's. As he descended later, he saw the old man waiting by the gate. "Well?" the man asked. Uphill smiled. "You were right. It wasn't the hardest climb, but it might be the most important." The old man chuckled. "That's Kinderscout for you. Reminds you that the world belongs to those who walk it." Uphill looked back one last time at the wide, wind-blown hills, soft, strong, and free. Then he tightened his pack straps and headed down the path, ready for wherever the next trail led.